You are watching Daytime Soap Hub. All the best and latest in television entertainment. Welcome to our Soap Hub. Subscribe and let's get started.
Andrew's shocking return from the dead. Is it really Tommy in Days of Our Lives twist? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives has Andre DiMera, Theo Panglis, acting a bit strange lately. He's not quite himself, and fans, along with other characters on the show, have observed that Tony is far more vindictive than usual. This has us asking, could Tony's brother, Andre DiMera, also Theo Panglis, miraculously be back from the dead to wreak havoc on the good people of Salem? We've got a lot to unpack regarding Tony. The Days of Our Lives writers have been subtly hinting at both Andrew and Tony lately. Could Andrew the master manipulator actually be alive and posing as his brother? For years, Tony wanted nothing to do with his late father Stefano DiMera's, Joseph Mascolo, business dealings, largely staying away from the corporate scheming his siblings were involved in. We've seen Kristen DiMera, Stacey Haydock, E.J. DiMera, Dan Furigal, and Stephen DiMera, Brandon Barash, particularly engaged in a lot of plotting regarding DiMera Enterprises, but not Tony. However, Tony has recently enlisted Gabby Hernandez, Cherry Jimenez, to spy on the Kiriakis brothers, promising her the CEO seat of DiMera if they can reclaim the family business. Simultaneously, Tony extended an executive job offer to his nephew, Theo Carver, Tyler Andrews, potentially positioning him as CEO instead of Gabby. It's likely the DiMeras would prefer a family member in the CEO seat over an ex-in-law like Gabby. After obtaining information from Gabby about a forged Victor Kiriakis, John Aniston letter, Tony decided to make a significant move. He wanted to regain control of DiMera and seize Titan from Xander Cook Kiriakis, Paul Telfer, and Philip Kiriakis, John Paul Lavoisier. The DiMera-Kiriakis rivalry and Tony's uncharacteristic behavior in Days of Our Lives. Recall that Xander and Philip orchestrated a takeover by charming DiMera board member Wendy, Victoria Grace. This was when the DiMera family was experiencing internal turmoil. Titan and DiMera have been rivals for decades, ever since the late Stefano and the late Victor ran these multinational corporations. Longtime viewers know that both Stefano and Victor engaged in seriously shady business practices, which is why Tony initially distanced himself from the family business, content with his soulmate Anna DiMera, Leon Hunley, and letting others fight over the inheritance. Suddenly, Tony has had a change of heart. His brothers, E.J. and Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, have commented on Tony's renewed interest in reacquiring DiMera, noting how out of character it seems. Meanwhile, Xander Paul Telfer and Philip John Paul Lavoisier are scrambling to hold on to Titan. Initially, Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, considered accepting Tony's substantial cash offer and relinquishing the family business, which he views as a curse. He almost convinced Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, to agree. But Xander, Philip, and Maggie Horton Kiriakis, Suzanne Rogers, disagreed. Maggie even confronted Tony, accusing him of being vicious and underhanded, echoing the sentiment that Tony's current actions are highly uncharacteristic. Maggie is determined to fight for Victor's legacy, and it appears the Kiriakis family is united in this fight. A history of deception, Andrew's many returns, and Tony's death. Returning to Tony, Philip mentioned to Xander that their last dispute over the alternative fuel business ended disastrously. Philip's confrontation with Tony resulted in Tony's apparent death. He was impaled on a wooden shard on the docks. While accidental, it was still a death. Of course, in true Days of Our Lives fashion, Tony was eventually resurrected after about a decade. During that time, Andrew was impersonating his twin, deceiving everyone, including Tony's wife, Anna. Tony was presumed dead. and then Andrew appeared, pretending to be Tony. Over the years, Andrew hasn't always impersonated Tony. There have been many instances where he acted as his own villainous self. The last time Andrew was known to be in Salem, he was married to his father's ex-wife, Kate Roberts, Lauren Koslow. Their relationship was passionate, and Kate was heartbroken when he was killed. Abigail Deverox, Anna Lynn McCord, was the one who accidentally killed Andrew in January 2018, bashing him with an urn containing Tommy's ashes. In 2022, an undead Andrew reappeared as the devil's servant when his nephew Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, was possessing the strings again, in Days of Our Lives fan speculation. Now, fans are speculating whether Andrew was ever truly killed. This theory gains traction for several reasons. Firstly, there are the recent observations of Tony acting unlike himself. Secondly, when Anna mentioned that Susan Banks, Stacey Haydock, believed Stefano was alive, Tony displayed a smirk that some interpret as Andrew's. One might think Anna could discern that her husband Tony isn't himself, but she has been fooled by an Andrew-Tony swap before. If it is indeed Andrew, he's doing a remarkable job impersonating his brother. It's unclear how long Andrew has been posing as Tony. If it is Andrew, then the current scheme involving suing Titan and blackmailing the Kyriakis brothers makes more sense. Andrew could also be secretly collaborating with EJ and Dr. Rolf, Richard Wharton, on the clinic and secret lab. Given EJ's own villainous nature, a conspiracy with Andrew wouldn't be surprising. EJ didn't seem overly shocked when his eccentric mother, Susan Banks, Stacey Haydock, had a premonition about the Phoenix, suggesting EJ might be aware of Dr. Rolf's clandestine activities since his departure from Salem. The mystery of Tony's whereabouts and future threats on Days of Our Lives. This raises the question, why would Andrew pose as Tony again? What is his ultimate goal? Fans also want to know if this is Andrew. Where is the real Tony DiMera? Is he dead, alive, or held captive somewhere? Some speculate Andrew's return is to cause trouble for corporate rivals and to usher in a new version of Stefano. Many have wondered if Andrew's other brother, Stephen, who has been brainwashed into believing he is their father, Stefano, could be involved. Stephen has been missing since Vivian Alamain, Louise Sorrell, and Yvonne kidnapped him and supposedly sent him to Germany. Fans are also questioning if Andrew's conflict with the Kyriakis family could lead to another death. There's been much speculation about fatalities resulting from this dramatic storyline. The extended Days of Our Lives promo showed Alex, Chad, and Kate being attacked by someone in a costume, which could be a Halloween-themed scare or something more sinister. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our General Hospital Update news channel and stay with us.